Family struck down with botulism won't qualify for ACC payout. Family struck down with botulism won't qualify for ACC payout. Sabai Babu, 33, is recovering more slowly than her husband and mother-in-law. 3 family members struck down by suspected botulism after eating wild boar face a 6-figure medical bill that will not be covered by ACC. Shibuka Kaman, 35, his wife Sabai Babu, 33, and his mother Ailka D. Daniel, 62. Face months of rehabilitation after they were found unresponsive on the floor of their Putari home on November 10. They suffered paralysis and vomiting after eating freshly slaughtered wild boar and were rushed to Waikato Hospital, where they had since awakened and were slowly regaining their cognitive skills. Shibuka Kaman, 35, his wife Sabai Babu, 33, and his mother Ailka D. Daniel, 62, face months of rehabilitation. Kakaman and Baba's daughters Abaya, 7, and Johanna, 12 months, head to India today to stay with relatives. Their children Abaya, 7, and Johanna, 12 months, were set to fly back to India on Sunday to be cared for by family members until their parents were well enough to be reunited with them. Family spokesman Joji Varghese said the family had been informed by an ACC case manager they would not qualify for compensation because the ingestion or inhalation of bacterium is not considered an accident unless it is the result of a criminal act. Ailka D. Daniel, 62, is in New Zealand on a visitor's visa and her medical bills could mount into 6 figures. Health authorities were yet to confirm botulism was responsible for their illness, but it's the only thing they were testing for, and family members are responding to antitoxins for botulism. Samples had been sent to a lab in Queensland, Australia, but there was no time frame on when they were due back, Varghese said. At this stage there are no test results showing that it is botulism, so what do they do when you can't pinpoint what it is and what is happening? Shibuka Kaman, 35, is now about to walk with assistance. There are multiple streams of botulism out there, and getting test results for each of them takes time, and it will be a while until we know which stream it is. The verdict is broken down already. They, ACC, won't pay out. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't understand the logic behind it. This was the same legislation used in the Havelock North water crisis, whereby the accidental intake of a bacterium is not covered by ACC unless it's a criminal act. They have the audacity to put it in our faces that this isn't the first time this has happened. How does this not amount to accidental coverage? The legislation needs to be looked at a ministerial level, Varghese said. We're not asking for handouts. This is a government issue and more than a case-by-case issue. There needs to be an explanation for this and why the legislation is pointed in the way it is. ACC Minister Ian Lees-Galloway was unable to comment on individual cases because of privacy reasons. However, I am open to examining the issues raised in this and similar cases, he said. Medical bills for Kakaman and his wife were covered by Public Health, as the pair are permanent residents of New Zealand, having moved here 5 years ago. But Daniel was visiting New Zealand on a 6-month visitor's visa and did not qualify for any monetary support. We don't know how long they will be in hospital, but now all three are in rehab. Most of the rehab process will be done outside the hospital. Varghese said both the couple's employers in Putaruru, where Kakaman works at the still shop, and Babu as a nurse were holding their positions for them. The couple had used up their sick and annual leave allocations, he said. It had been a month now since the trio fell ill after eating the boar Kakaman had killed while on a hunting trip with friends on November 10. Within minutes of consuming the curry meal, Daniel collapsed, vomiting, at the family's Putaruru home. Kakaman called an ambulance, but while on the phone he, too, collapsed. Emergency services arrived to find the three adults on the floor, unresponsive and vomiting. Varghese said Kakaman and his mother were able to communicate and walk, assisted with a walker. Babu, on the other hand, is struggling. She may be in hospital for a bit longer, as she needs assistance to walk and move around, and she can't even hold a pen or pencil. Daniel had regained her memory, he said, while the couple were struggling to remember anything up until lunchtime on the day they fell ill. Beyond that is a total blank. They tend to ask the same questions over and over again, and their memory from even yesterday seems to be different day to day. We did ask them where the meat came from. We know they had a deep freezer at their place packed with meat from different sources. Some of the meat he had hunted himself, while other meat was given to him from friends. All of the meat had since been destroyed by Public Health Services.